Welcome, everybody. I'm Kathleen Clyde, and I have the great privilege today of welcoming you all to this wonderful event, the swearing in of Elizabeth Brown to the Columbus City Council. It does not get any better than this. Let me start by acknowledging the elected officials who are here to share this great day with us. We have Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, we have Mayor Andrew Ginther, State Representative Kevin Boyce, fellow council members Shannon Hardin, Zach Klein, Jiza Page, Eileen Paley, Priscilla Tyson, Fran Ryan, and Michael Stinziano. We have Judge Jennifer Bruner here today. City Attorney Rick Pfeiffer and City Auditor Hugh Dorian. And United States Senator Sherrod Brown, who you may or may not know, coincidentally, is Liz's dad. We also have many friends in labor here in the room today. Let's give them a round of applause. And distinguished members of clergy with us. We truly are delighted to have you all here today. I could not be more excited by this occasion. Liz is one of my closest friends in the world, and I love and admire her so much. Time and time again, she has been there for me, whether it is going door to door in Northeast Ohio to help a young first-time woman candidate get elected, or taking a late-night phone call to discuss a critical voting rights issue, or just meeting me at Cup of Joe to discuss a policy idea to help working families. Time and time again, I've seen her fighting for a progressive vision for our state and for this great city, not just for those of us who are doing okay, but for those who are not so lucky, whether it be a family she met at the soup kitchen where she volunteers, or a new mom who is struggling to make ends meet. What I have learned, and what Columbus will very soon know, is that Liz Brown is a force to be reckoned with. She is tireless, fiercely loyal, and one of the smartest and hardest working people I know. Who else would pound the streets of Columbus while 9 months pregnant to bring her message of community and compassion directly to the people? Who else would spend night after night studying the minutia of city budgets, community development, and urban policy in order to bring fresh ideas and innovation to Columbus? Who else has the brains and talent to be the go-to political and policy expert for countless candidates and elected officials, both in Columbus and all over the state of Ohio? Who else has the commitment, the selflessness, and the drive to devote her energies for the poor, the disenfranchised, and the powerless so that they too can have a voice? Liz, you inspire us, and we are in awe. Congratulations, Columbus. You have elected a leader for our times and a woman who will continue to be a leader for decades to come. And congratulations, little Carolyn, for having this most amazing woman as your mom. We love you, Liz. And now I have the great honor of introducing Judge Marbley, who will administer the oath of office. Judge Marbley is a United States District Judge for the Southern District of Ohio. Judge Marbley was born in Morehead City, North Carolina, and received his undergraduate degree from the University of North Carolina and his law degree from Northwestern. After a distinguished career in legal practice, he was recommended by Senator John Glenn and appointed to his judgeship by President Bill Clinton in 1997. A dedicated public servant outside the courtroom, Judge Marbley has served on the boards of The Ohio State University, Nationwide Children's Hospital, and Big Brothers Big Sisters, just to name a few, and has also taught at Harvard, Ohio State, and Capital Law Schools. But most importantly, Judge Marbley is, by all accounts, one of the most distinguished jurists in the nation, and we are very lucky to have him here in Columbus. Thank you, Judge Marbley.
To all of the elected officials here today, I'd like to bring greetings to my sister on the bench. I'd like to say hello. And before we administer the oath, Elizabeth has asked me to say a word or two about public service, and I'm happy to do so. But before I do that, I want to say to Senator Brown how proud you must be. I too am a father, so I know how proud you must be to have Elizabeth here sitting on this stage after having run an excellent campaign. You might even take a couple of notes too from the campaign that she ran. And you also are happy because, as many of you know, his other daughter, Emily, is an outstanding jurist, outstanding lawyer here in Columbus, and she is one of my law clerks. She previously clerked for Chief Judge Guy Cole on the Sixth Circuit. So you have both of them here with you, and they have established themselves, and they are embarking upon brilliant careers. So congratulations to you, father to father. There's an aphorism that service is the rent that one pays for life on this earth. I agree, and I would only add that public service is one's rent. It is as much a calling, an avocation, if you will, as it is an obligation. Elizabeth has heeded that call and is about to embark on what we know will be one of life's most fulfilling journeys, replete with victories and setbacks, and we all know that you will never waver from your mission to serve. Public service, as many of you in this room will attest, is sometimes thankless and often not for the faint at heart. Along the way, Elizabeth, you may encounter demagogues or a charlatan or two who have either forgotten about their duty to serve or never took it seriously in the first place. But take solace in the words of the poet. They are knaves who will twist the truth you've spoken to make a trap for fools. So, Elizabeth, disregard the knaves, ignore the fools. Okay?
Got it.
All right. Elizabeth, public service is always intrinsically rewarding. You will have the unique opportunity as an elected official to serve and to improve your community, to give voice to those who otherwise would not ever be heard, and to fulfill the promise of a better tomorrow that all of us as citizens share. Now, Elizabeth, for the moment that you, your family, your extended family, and all of your supporters have been waiting for. So let's proceed with the administration of the oath. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Elizabeth C. Brown,
I, Elizabeth C. Brown,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Charter of the City of Columbus, Ohio,
and the Charter of the City of Columbus, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of Member of City Council
of the office of Member of City Council
of the City of Columbus, Ohio,
of the City of Columbus, Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. To Judge Marbley, thank you for that honor. It truly is pretty special to start my career in public service by being sworn in of someone with your conviction and your stature and your dedication to service yourself. To Kathleen, thank you for your time, for your kind words. Most of all, thank you for your friendship. I wouldn't be here today without our special bond. And we continue to energize each other, and I'm just so grateful and excited to see you for many years make your imprint too. I also want to thank everyone in the audience today. As I look out, what this room has in common, each of you, is that you're doing your part to help build the Columbus of the future. We have a tremendous city. But we have a lot ahead of us, and I'm so thankful for each of you. I'm so thankful for what you've done to support my journey to get here today, but I'm truly the most thankful for what you're doing for your city. I want to thank my family. There are a lot of them in this first row here. My aunt and uncle even traveled from Washington, so thank you to all of you. My sisters, my mom and stepdad, my dad and stepmom, my in-laws, you're remarkable people who have made your lives about giving back, and you're an example to me, all of you, every day that the footprint we leave in the world is really the only proof we were ever here, so we better make that footprint very good. Thank you for being my family. And to my husband and daughter, who, has gone to sleep. She likes loud noises, so the applause may have been what actually put her to sleep.
I think she was captivated by the judge.
Yeah. Thank you for all your support, Patrick. I could not do this without you, any of it. Couldn't do the parent thing without you. Couldn't do the career thing without you. And we made a pretty cute daughter there, so. I just briefly want to, in addition to offering my thanks, say a little bit about what I'm looking forward to over the next 4 years. During my campaign, I talked about what a tremendous city Columbus is, and about the fact that we have a future ahead of us that only holds more promise. We're growing, and that has tremendous opportunity. I'm dedicated to working with these incredible public servants behind me to make sure Columbus fulfills that promise. One thing that Councilmember Ginther, Mayor-elect Ginther, talked about was that we have come so far in this city. We have written so many chapters of the book, but the book's not finished. And it is very exciting that we get to work together on those additional chapters that will help really define the city that frankly my daughter will grow up in and hopefully move back and raise her kids here as well. One thing I also talked about was poverty. What I love about Columbus is that we're big enough that we have real urban challenges, but we're small enough that we have a community of people in the public sector, in the civic sector, in the private sector that want to come together and solve real challenges that we face. Chief among those, as I see it, and I know as my colleagues on council see it, is the issue of poverty. that too many people are being left out of our prosperity. And I want to fight for the kind of broad-based economic prosperity that works for every resident, every small business, every neighborhood in Columbus. I know that the elected officials behind me share in that vision, and that's incredibly exciting. Sorry, a little choked up. One thing that Kathleen said that I am so grateful for is she characterized me as tireless, which is flattering, and thank you. But my message to you here today is that all of the work that I do, my North Star is going to be how we fight for those who weren't born into privilege, who weren't born with advantage. One very special person to me is Elfie DeBella. She's here in the crowd today, and she runs the YWCA here in Columbus. I'm on their board, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity that she's given me to help understand even more closely the challenges of homelessness in the city of Columbus. So if we are going to give the next generation a great city, we have to look out for those who weren't born into privilege, and that is my pledge to you today. I want to end again with my thanks and my total joy to be celebrating today with you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for coming today, and we welcome everyone to Dempsey's afterwards for a celebratory and congratulatory and happy birthday lunch for Councilwoman Elizabeth Brown. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you.